Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musics. I'm your host, Bill Miller. Welcome to the 16th installment of our Top 500 Pre-Code Horror Comics. In Seduction of the Innocent, Frederick Wortham contended the comic books fostered deceitfulness in children, who might read funny animal comics in front of their parents, but then turned to horror comics the moment the parents left the room. Wortham warned of suspicious stores and their clandestine backrooms where secondhand comics of the worst sort were peddled to children. The language used evoked images of children prowling about gambling dens and cat houses, and anxious parents felt helpless in the face of such a powerful force as the comics industry. Excerpts from the book were published in Ladies' Home Journal and Reader's Digest, lending respectability and credibility to Wortham's arguments. A 14-page portfolio of panels and covers from across the entire comic book industry displayed murder, torture, and sexual titillation for the reader's consideration. The most widely discussed art was that from Foul Play, a horror story from EC about a dishonest baseball player whose head and intestines are used by his teammates in a game. Seduction of the Innocent sparked a firestorm of controversy and created alarm in parents, teachers, and others interested in the welfare of children, that ultimately led to a campaign for censorship. Before we get started, let's deal with the rules. The comics had to have been published prior to carrying the Comics Code Authority seal, and the title had to primarily be a horror title. Some of the eligible titles are from other genres, but they switch to a horror context for a period of time. Lastly, these are not necessarily either the most popular or the most expensive horror books. They are simply the best horror comic book covers, in my humble opinion. It was extremely challenging to rank numbers 200 to 181, but I learned a ton, and it was a pleasure to make these videos. I made a series of 25 videos with 20 entries in each one. So please join me for the next 20 covers as we count down the top 500 pre-code horror comic book covers. Alright, leading off our list at number 200, we have Vault of Horror, issue number 35, from EC Comics, published in March of 1954. The cover artist is Johnny Craig. Nothing gets you in the Christmas spirit like a good old-fashioned Lizzie Bordening. Creeping up at number 199 is Chilling Tales, issue number 16, from Youthful, produced in June of 1953. Unfortunately, the cover artist is unknown. A blonde in bondage, plenty of fire, and some skeletal fiends lowering her down into a pit full of bones. What macabre menace awaits her down there? Haunting us at number 198 is Web of Evil, number 19, from Quality Comics, out in October of 1954. Again, we do not know the identity of the cover artist. A great 3D effect with this image. I love the giant menace looming large in the center of the cover with his head breaking into the trade dress real estate. Spooking us at number 197 is Suspense Comics, issue number 9, from Continental, hitting the shelves in August of 1945. The cover art is by L.B. Cole. The all-seeing eye knows everything. Can't you hear the faint sounds of Jefferson Airplane playing in the background? Stabbing away at number 196 is Chamber of Chills, issue number 2, from Harvey, hitting the shelves in August of 1951. The cover artist is Al Avison. A blonde in a red outfit is slowly having her youthful vitality stolen from her, much as was already done to her now aged sister. Coming in at number 195 is Shock Suspense Stories, issue number 17, from EC Comics. Circulated in November of 1954. Cover art chores handled by George Evans. I'm not sure why, but this cover just works for me. I love the scarecrow and it seems creepy, but I can't necessarily put my finger on why that is. Screaming away at number 194 is Weird Terror, issue number 6, from Comic Media. Published in July of 1953. Cover art chores handled by Don Heck. I'm not sure who is scarier, the green ghoul or the vampire bat. I am, however, sure that I love that purple backdrop. Frightening us with number 193 is Baffling Mysteries, issue number 7, from Ace Magazines. Produced in March of 1952. Cover art duties handled by Frank Giusto. A blonde in a red swimsuit has been captured by an excellently drawn sea creature. Scaring into number 192 is Blue Bolt Weird Tales of Terror, number 113, from Star Publications. Out in May of 1952. Cover art by L.B. Cole. A spooky dark cover with a portion brightly illuminated by the gravedigger's lantern. At number 191 we have Baffling Mysteries, issue number 23, from Ace Magazines. Out in November of 1954. Unfortunately, the cover artist is unknown. We have a blonde in a red top in bondage who is being threatened with having her head separated from her body. At number 190 is Weird Terror, issue number 7, from Comic Media. Hitting the stands in September of 1953. The cover art is by Don Heck. Our baddie has an evil smile as he stokes the furnace with more than just coal. Fleeing into number 189 is Strange Tales, issue number 27, from Atlas/Marvel. Hitting the shelves in April of 1954. The cover artist is Harry Anderson. We have wonderful dark colors with a transformative werewolf cover. Slashing into number 188 is Startling Terror Tales, number 13, from Star Publications. Seeing print in December of 1952. The cover art is by L.B. Cole. A skull, the gentle light from desk lamp, groovy green glasses, and a monster from the depths of space. Chopping away at number 187, we have Witchcraft, issue number 4, from Avon. Published in October of 1952. The cover artist is A.C. Hollingsworth. When you asked if I wanted to take a bath with Sarah, this isn't what I had in mind, Mr. Creepy Skeleton. Spiriting in at number 186 is Strange World of Your Dreams, issue number 4, from Prize. Out in February of 1953. The cover artist is Jack Kirby. A splendid red backdrop and a horrible ogre-like creature are the highlights of this cover. Crawling in at number 185, we have Blue Bolt Weird Tales of Terror, number 111, from Star Publications. Produced in November of 1951. The cover artist is L.B. Cole. A classic cover featuring a werewolf, a demon, and skulls aplenty. Crawling in at number 184, we have Chamber of Chills, issue number 13, from Harvey. Published in October of 1952. The cover art is by Al Avison. An amazing zombie cover. The draftsmanship is top tier with the splashes of purple for contrast. Hiding in the shadows at number 183 is Suspense Comics, issue number 10, from Continental. Produced in December of 1945. Cover art chores handled by L.B. Cole. Another Cole classic with the colors popping on a bright red background. Bleeding out at number 182 is Mr. Mystery, issue number 7, from Stanley Morse. Hitting the stands in September of 1952. The cover artist is Tony Mortellaro. A blonde in a red dress, in bondage, is being buried alive amongst the bones of possible previous victims. And oozing out at number 181, we have The Unseen, issue number 9, from Pines. Hitting the shelves in March of 1953. Now, we're not positive, but the cover artist is believed to be Art Saff. We have a woman in red hair who is being carried to her grave by a ghastly, grisly member of the Walking Undead. And that will do it for numbers 200 through 181, as we count down the top 500 pre-code horror comics. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got to see some books you either haven't seen before or haven't seen in quite some time. Please leave a comment and tell me your thoughts. Do I have some ranked too high or too low? Were there some that shouldn't have made the list at all? I'd love to hear your feedback, and don't forget to join me for the next installment as we count down numbers 180 through 161.